Hello children, welcome to our new class of social studies. You are living right now with your family. So whom are you living with? You are living with your mother, your father, your brother or sister, your grandparents, your uncle, aunt and your cousins too. Now let's study what a family is and how do we belong to a family. Here's a small story of Jadu and two brothers and sisters. Jadu says, "What are you playing?" The boy answers, "We are playing Scrabble. It is Sunaina's turn to make a word." So what does Sunaina say? Sunaina invites Jadu to play the game. She says, "You can also try." So Jadu says, "Yes, sure, I will." Now children, our first task now is to understand some relationships. So here are some jumbled words and we have to unscramble these letters to make names of relationships. So some hints are also given. Let's work out. First, your brother or sister, what do you call them? We call them siblings. SIBLING, sibling. Your mother and father are together termed as parents. PARENTS, parents. Your father's or mother's brother, he is called as uncle. UNCLE, uncle. Then your father's or mother's sister, what do we call them? We call them aunt. And their children, of course, cousin. COUSIN, cousin. Now, your father's wife is your mother. MOTHER, mother. This was fun, nice? Let's move on to the chapter. Okay. Now, what is a family? Let's learn what is a family. A family is a group of people who are related to each other by birth. So, who is a family? And what is the definition of a family? A family is a group of people who are related to each other by birth. So, those people whom you are seeing from your birth in your house, they are all termed as a family. Some of you may be living with your mother or father. Some may be living with your grandparents as well as your uncle and aunts. So, what do the members of family do? So, members of a family love and support each other. And what else? They take care of each other's needs also. This is what a family is. Now you can see here 3 pictures. So in the first picture, you have a mother, a father, the son and daughter. So the family of these 4 is termed as a nuclear family. In the next picture, you are having a grandfather, a grandmother, your father, your mother, your father's brother, your uncle and his wife, aunt and their children is your cousin and you and your sister. So when all these members of a family are collected together, they are called as a joint family. Then there's another kind of family where the child has either a mother or a father. So that is known as a single parent family. I hope you have understood. Okay, let's move on. Now we will learn that families are of different kinds. So you have understood about the picture. Now let's learn about those pictures. The first one is a nuclear family. So what is a nuclear family? It is the one where father, mother and kids stay together. Second, we have learnt about a joint family. So what is a joint family? It has many members staying together in a house. Like it has parents, grandparents, uncles, aunts and cousins. Then we have a most different kind of a family, that is of a single parent family. What does it consist of? It is the one in which children live either with their father or mother. So children, hope you have understood the different kinds of family. Now it is always fun when the whole family spends time together. So when you go out with your family, then you spend a lot of happy moments with them. Maybe you are going for an outing, for a picnic or to a zoo with the whole family. Don't you have fun? Yes. So going for a picnic with the whole family creates a strong family bond. So these recreational activities really make the family feel strong. Now, next we have the family members. Let's learn about them. The relatives from your father's side. So, all the people from your father's side are your paternal relatives. So, जैसे आपके चाचा हुए, आपकी बुआ हुई, आपके ताई हुए, तो they are termed as your paternal relatives. Similarly, the relatives from your mother's side are your maternal relatives. Then your parents' parents, like your father's father and mother, your mother's father and mother. Who are they? Your parents' parents are your grandparents. And who are you to them? You are your grandparents' grandchild. Now I hope you have understood all these relationships. Let's move on to the family tree. Now let's see the family tree. Now your grandfather and father, they form the first generation, right? Then comes your mother and father, your uncle and aunt, they form the second generation. And you and your cousins form the third generation. Now let's see the family tree. Now what is a family tree? A family tree is a drawing or a chart that tells us how family members are related to each other. So what is a family tree? It is a drawing or a chart that tells us how a family member is related to each other. It shows their relationship. It shows how they are related to each other. Now, there's a blank picture here. There's a blank picture here and you will have to paste your own photograph. Okay, now let's see. Now you are in the center and you have your cousin brother here and cousin brother and cousin sister here also. Now let's see how they are related to you. Now you are related to your father and mother. Now your father, this is your father's brother and he is your uncle. Now your father's brother is your paternal relative. As we have studied before, he is your paternal relative and his wife is your aunt. She is also your paternal relative. So your cousin brother is your paternal cousin brother. Now look to the other side. Your mother's brother. He is also your uncle, which you call him in Hindi mama. So your mama is your maternal relative and his wife is your aunt and she is also your maternal relative. And your cousin brother and cousin sister, they are also maternal relatives. I hope you got it. Okay, let's move on more downwards. Now look here. This is your father and we have your father's mother and your father's father. So your father's mother is your paternal grandmother and your father's father is your paternal grandfather. Now this is your paternal grandmother and this is your paternal grandfather. Now look into the other side. This is your mother and she is your maternal grandmother and he is your maternal grandfather, जिसे आप नाना और नानी कहते हो. और फादर के साइड में क्या होते हैं? ये आपके दादा हैं और ये आपकी दादी हैं. I hope this is clear. Okay, now let's see something more important. Now this generation is your first generation. This is your first generation. Right? Then we come to this section. This is your second generation. Right? Okay, and you are the third generation, of course. I hope this is clear. Well, we'll continue with the chapter in our next session. So study this chapter by heart and learn all the relationships on your own. So see you in our next session and till then, bye-bye.